Good morning, Governor Haslam. My name is Austin Davis, and it's June 28th, 2015. Taking a few minutes away from packing to move out of our house. This will be our last day here, but this is where my family's lived, and this is actually the front porch and place where the Metro Police came on July 2nd, 2008, to put me under perpetual threat of arrest as a possibly mentally ill, mass church shooter type personality. And every new day the sun rises, I remain under perpetual threat of arrest. This is a tree over here that fell. We're packing, we're moving, and basically Tennessee had a say something, see something, or see something, say something seminar. I don't think it really matters which way it is. And this is what happens to you when you see something, say something in Tennessee. You get demolished. Metro Police, DA's office, judges, simply for reporting the fact that police were used in the first place, the fact that Warwick Robinson took a gang of guys up there to Covenant Presbyterian Church in Green Hills up on top of Redbud Hill on June 29th, 2008. That'll be 7 years tomorrow. Stationed himself up there with these guys, then blocked me and my wife and my 7-year-old son and 11 or 12-year-old daughter at the time, and didn't allow us to go worship God on a Sunday morning, right during the week of the 4th of July in Nashville, Tennessee, and didn't have the authority or the consent from the legal property owners to take such an action. But it was done anyway. No need to worry yourself too much with the law. Some men are above the law. America didn't used to be that way. It used to have laws for men, but even Richard Nixon wasn't above the law. But we're in a different day and time now, and we got people that are above it. And so a couple days later, on July the 2nd, the Metro Police were sent out of my house to put the foot to the throat and let me know that if I spoke to anybody or contacted anybody at Covenant Presbyterian Church, I'd be immediately arrested. So much for the First Amendment here in the John Siegenthaler First Amendment Center of Nashville City. All to protect John Perry, co-writer with Mike Huckabee, the presidential candidate of 2007-2008, while 2 books were being published. One was called Character Makes a Difference, which was off of the original Character is the Issue that was done back like 1997 or 98 when Huckabee was running for governor of Arkansas. They put it out, and then they wrote another book called Do the Right Thing. And as Huckabee went on to coming in second behind John McCain, and then spent 7 years on Fox offering his moral voice to the American people. Now he's running for president again, 2016. So he was a former GOP chairman of the Governors Association, which is an office you now have. I think Chris Christie may have had it too. Seems to be the place you go when you're headed toward running for president. But I don't want to digress too much. That's just what happened and why it happened and who benefited from it. I've been to everybody. President Obama will be here in town on Wednesday. Maybe he'll find out about it, and maybe he'll be concerned about an American citizen. When I went to the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office on July 8, 2012 to report the child molestation, they weren't interested. So when nothing happened at the federal level, nothing's happened at the local level, other than that they're at odds with me, and basically I'm under threat of arrest, and I guess people want to put me in jail and have me shut up. And the state level hasn't helped me. I even went to the Supreme Court hearing that they had over there at the Legislative Plaza for the Attorney General. Herb Slatery sat right behind me, and I got up and made a statement there with cameras rolling. And no one reported a word. Nothing, no investigation happened. And so I've had to battle my way through the courts on my own. Had a lawyer. He's been knocked out. My lawyers got knocked out. They got sanctioned to death by these judges. And so now I'm alone, and my daughter's alone against Harpeth Hall attorneys. And, you know, she had a meeting on Monday, and then the interrogatory started coming in, you know, getting ready to really explore her personal history. Private girls' school's getting ready to come hard after her. They're eager to go to court with her. She doesn't have an attorney. She's 20. But she's gonna go all the way to the mat with them. That'll be interesting to watch. Maybe the media will find some interest in a 20-year-old girl battling the Harpeth Hall School, the private girls' school, who was humiliated and intimidated and bullied and harassed for years as a result of the poisonous lies spewing out of Covenant Presbyterian Church about us and getting down into the community about her and the hatred that was expended toward us and directed at her, and simply to protect John Perry. And I guess protect the church, protect themselves, protect their big building they were raising money on to build. It's probably a lot there that I don't know. But anyway, it's 4 lawsuits still ongoing in Tennessee. The other one, the first one that involves Warwick Robinson, got dismissed by Judge Kelvin Jones. I think it was April 24th, and we have a hearing on July 10th to go back because it's been dismissed again now, and it should be over, dead and done. But there are a few issues and that we had in the last case that I'm not sure the law has been quite looked at appropriately. And then also, when BuzzFeed came down here to investigate, I went down there a couple of days ago, started getting court records. And what I found striking about was that Judge Carol Solomon had recused herself from the Perry case after about 4 years. And December the 13th, 2012, she recused herself. And she did this literally 8 days after my wife and I had met with 8 police authorities and was told the case was closed and that there wasn't going to be an investigation, no concealment, investigation, anything. So she's recused herself. Then she comes back 7 months later, and we filed our lawsuit on June 19, 2013, 4 days before the Vanant rape case occurred, and she's the judge for that. And then on September 19, 2013, she dismissed it with prejudice, said we didn't have any standing, told my lawyer we had not presented one fact, not one single fact. If you look at the complaint, there's some facts in there, but for Judge Solomon, she saw none. And then she dismissed it with prejudice, and it's a lot like this tree over here. You just cut it up, chop it away piece at a time. And then she did the same thing to 2 other lawsuits. She demolished them. One of these even only, we were told we needed facts. We gave lots of facts. Those facts all got killed and got down to where it was like a partial fragment of a sentence left of the complaint. And so one of those is up before the Tennessee Court of Appeals, I think on July 22nd. I don't have an attorney anymore, so I'll be having to do that myself there too. I'm sure we're going to lose. I mean, I've seen the court system here. I would say if I were a betting guy, which I'm not going to do on this, but I don't have any money left. But if I were a betting guy, I would bet heavily on the courts and that the cases all get destroyed. But we're not going to quit. And we're going to keep going. We're going to go stand out, and my daughter's going to go, and I'm going to go, and we're going to get up, and we want to get up in front of juries if we can. We want to tell our story to 6.5 million Tennesseans. We want them to hear what is happening in Tennessee. And if you're receiving this link, and there are thousands of you that will be receiving it, put it on Facebook, put it on social media. I'm 60 years old. I don't know anything about all that stuff, but tweet it out. Put the word out and let it go forth. Let people see what's going on down here in Nashville. What happens in the courts, the retaliation. Anyway, this isn't a professional job today. I'm just talking to you here on a Sunday morning. That's a nice, pretty, peaceful Sunday morning. It's 6 years and 364 days since my family and I walked up into the teeth of a bunch of armed guys and found out the pastors had bulletproof vests on and the robes later on, and hysteria was used, and it was all done to protect John Perry, the co-writer with presidential candidate Mike Huckabee. Maybe Mike Huckabee doesn't know anything about it, and I'm looking forward to him making a statement. Maybe he'll come out and say something. Maybe he'll come out. He's been very opinionated about a lot of stuff. I'm watching him, and he's making lots of statements. But Governor Huckabee, if you get this, you're welcome to take a position on it and get out here and say whatever you want to say. I'm out here making my statements. Governor Haslam, you're welcome to step into the fray. President Obama is welcome to step into the fray. Anybody wants to, the DA, the police, everybody can, Presbyterian Church of America, Dr. Elroy Taylor over there, we appealed to, wrote him letters. Everybody's welcome to defend what's going on here. I love America. America's the most unique country in the world because it allows somebody like me with a little phone in my hand to exercise my voice. I get to go vote. I get to go to places like a public courthouse and attend a hearing, at least I'm supposed to, without having thugs run me out of the building, not letting me go to a trial when I'm not even doing anything at it. I've been accused of a lot of stuff behind the scenes. No wonder all that stuff's sealed up. They don't want anybody to get back there and find out what happened on day 3. Day 4, whenever it was that it was done. Day 2, I don't know when it was that stuff was said and what was going on. But anyway, it's all a mistrial now. I don't know if it'll be a mistrial for Chris Boyd. He got some handcuffs slammed on him and got taken down in front of a public spectacle. I don't know if anybody's going to apologize to him or let him go or do whatever they can do for him. He's convicted of a sex crime cover-up, I believe. And he didn't have the police helping him. He didn't have a work as his attorney. They would have been useful for him. But the guys that have done a real sex crime cover-up, a masterful one now that's going into its 7th year this week. No handcuffs for them, no public spectacles downtown, no media coverage. It's perfect. And anyway, I'm gonna put another link up. This link will possibly put me in jail. I'm going to release some information. I'm not going to say anything else about it. I'm just going to release it. And there'll be a couple links on this email that's going to go out. So if you've been able to stand hearing me for 13 minutes here, then you can go to this other link and also get some new information there. Hope you have a good day, Governor. Thank you very much for listening to me.